Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I am so excited to get artsy with you. I am just putting my little Salud mix into my big bottle of water. My goal is to drink all my water today. And you too. I want you to drink your water too. And whatever we need to do. Good morning, Sue. How are you this morning? So good, I hope. So good. So I have, oh my gosh, the stack of things for us to talk about and make together is big. Good morning, Lindy Barnes. How are you? How are Oklahoma and Michigan this morning? So good, I hope. So good. Lindy Barnes, you will be excited to know that I am at the beginning stages of planning a Michigan artist retreat. Gah, I can't wait. So as soon as I know more details, I will let you know. But just know it's happening. It will happen. Let's see. How are you? How were your... Good morning, Deb. How are you? Good morning. I know. Michigan winters are so tough, aren't they? They're so gray. They're so gray. I just remember, like growing up, you didn't know any different, right? It was just always gray in the wintertime. And then I moved to the sunniest place, Arizona, and I went back one time in the winter, in January actually, and I was so reminded of, I just remembered, like, they didn't know it was seasonal depression back then, but swear, I think I had it. Cleaning my glasses so I can read what everybody's saying. Goodness sakes. Anybody else wear glasses and you don't realize how filthy dirty they are until all of a sudden you're like, oh, good gravy. I was going into my friend Joni's house the other day and I took my sunglasses off and put my regular glasses on, and I was like, how did I even see out of these? It was insane. I'm insane. I don't know any details just yet, Deb, but I will let you know. Promise. As soon as we have some details ironed out. I just wanted to let you know today is the first phone call discussion about it. So exciting. And you know, for me, the art always comes first. Well, maybe you don't know that, but for me, the art always comes first, and then I just know that everything else will fall into place. Does that make sense? Probably not. It's probably my own little weird backwards way of doing things, but like once I have the art figured out, then all the details are, I can kind of work around that. Always with the glasses, Peg. So frustrating. Happy New Year, Patricia. Oh my gosh. I am so excited I have so many things to share with you guys this morning. So let's start with, I'm going to start with a couple things. So I have my February artwork that I'm just going to be finishing up today. I have, yeah, I know I didn't do the commercial. I'll do it eventually. So I picked some colors, right? I picked some colors and just I picked colors. I wanted something that was a little bit more, yay, Deb, you're going to have yourself a time, sister. Okay, so I wanted some colors that were a little bit outside of my norm. And so that's what I picked. These, I was coloring this, remember, in the car on the way home from California. And I have a couple of ideas. I wanted to just grab my colored pencil. So here's what my first thought was. So I really like doing this kind of jiggy-jaggy scribble. Do you see, like, can you, I hope you can see that. It's just this jiggy-jaggy scribble. I've colored my flowers, and now I just like this jiggy-jaggy scribble kind of to break up some of the white space and to just add some texture. And you know what? I haven't pulled this one out of the artsy arsenal in a while. Isn't that funny how you have all of these little techniques that you have kind of just tucked away? Anyway, I just thought this would add like another little layer of something something. I haven't decided what color I want to do my letters yet, but you know, it'll happen. I'm feeling like maybe, well, at first I swear, Lindy, ain't that the ding dang truth? They're so filthy all the time. And you know what? I know what it is. Part of it is, for me, that I put them up on my head a lot. I take them off a lot. Even though they're progressives, I don't use the bifocally thing as much as I should. I just take them off. And 90% of the time, I don't know where I have put them. Good morning, Kay. Happy New Year to you too. I lose them. So Jeff's like, I'm gonna get you one of those old lady glasses chains. And I was like, please don't do that. Number one, I feel like that, well, it will bug me. It will bug me to have those loopy things on the side of my head. That will just bug me. And number two, I'm not going to capitulate. You know what I mean? Okay, so it looks like I have some colored pencil schmudge over here of a different color because I was coloring in the car. I think I'm going to go all the way to the edge with this. And you see, like, there's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just, right? It's just a little, let's do it down here too, for pity's sake. Oh my gosh, and I wanted to show you guys the, so my idea is that I want to have my calendars hanging for the month. And then I will be like Carmen, and I will put it into my art journal. So I'm saving pages in my art journal for saving space for my calendar page to be at the beginning of the month. That's what Carmen's plan was, and I'm all for it. And then all the pages that we do within that month will go behind the calendar page, and then we'll put a new calendar page, right? So, oh my gosh, you guys. So I thought you guys might like the way that I am hanging my calendar. So about 400 years ago, I was a freelance designer for a bunch of companies. Well, I was a freelance designer for a person who owned a company where this is during the scrapbooking heyday, where a company that she repped all kinds of companies. And so she would give me product to create with, and then I had to post it. Like it just had to be everywhere. And, you know, and that's changed tremendously too. Just the, back in the day, it was on message boards. No, I have another idea for the art journal cover, Peg, but the calendar, I just wanted to do the calendar. It's not a replacement for anything, but I think I might come in and do some shadowing now that I've covered my whole background with this jiggy-jaggy, backgroundy texture. I'm thinking I want to come in and do some, it makes it less intimidating, I think, to do some shadow work. If there's already a kind of a print there. Do you know what I mean? And the shadow work is just like more, a little bit more, let's do some down here. Pressure, remember this is the worker finger, pressure on my pencil and a little bit closer together strokes with my pencil. Does that make sense? So I'm continuing with the same jiggy-jaggy background, but closer pencil strokes and closer and a little bit more pressure. So I'm just slowly kind of building that depth, right? And all the places that we know it will be a little bit darker, like at the base of a leaf, on both sides of that, you know, when two places are close, that's where it's going to be, the shadow's going to be a little bit deeper. There we go. These were so fun to draw because it was like mosaic. I've been seeing mosaics everywhere. I'm telling you guys, when I was in Chicago, I saw them everywhere. And I took a billion pictures of a billion mosaics and tile work and all of that. And so, holy tamale, it has been in my wheelhouse, in my noggin for quite a while. And so that's what I was kind of feeling with this. And if you remember, I bought that piece of artwork when I was in Minnesota? Yes. What's the name of that town, Deb, where Teresa and I stopped? Oh. And I bought this beautiful mosaic piece. It's stained glass mosaic. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, you guys. And it's hanging in my living room window. I wanted it to be in a place where I would see it every day. And although that window is not super sunny, I see it a lot. And that was my goal. I wanted to be able to see it a lot. Anyway, so this is so now I just have to do my lettering. But the thing I wanted to share with you is how I'm hanging it. So like I said, I used to design for this company, and one of the companies that I did a lot of work for was Basic Grade, Park Rapids. Thank you, Deb. It pays to have friends with a good memory. Anyway, Do you remember, does anyone remember the company Basic Gray? Anyway, Basic Gray, they had, this amazingly, like, funky, distressy collections of papers, but then they also had accoutrement that went with it. I still have some of their chipboard letters that I use as a pattern all the time. They had amazing rub-ons, all the things. Anyway, I had done this whole display for Basic Gray, and I think it might have even gone in a magazine. Anyway, I digress. Here's what I did. I have these vintage pants hangers, right? Anybody remember these? You put your pants here, and then you close it up, and then you pop the hanger part up, and then it holds whatever is in here tight. So this one, look at this, 4,000 years ago, I put Basic Gray rub-ons on here. And so, how cool is this? I'm going to put the calendar in there and then pop the hangery thing. So it's a little bit finicky. And then hang that on my wall. And then when the month is over, I will take the artwork out and put it in my art journal. So, if you still use them, then you can pull one out of your closet, Peggy and Debbie. I know, but you know what's so funny, Deb? I know you said it's not vintage to you, but you know what? Stuff from our growing up era is considered retro now. Whatever with that. Anyway, I just thought you would like to see how I display my calendar, because I thought that might be something that other people are wondering how they're going to display theirs, if they're going to display it on the wall. Joni has hers on her fridge. Anyway, I think I want to color these letters in. Ooh, everybody take a drink, please. Okay. Deb, thanks so much. I know, and I love a clothespin, Kay. I use them for all kinds of things, even besides hanging clothes. I use them for drying artsy papers. And do you remember the ones with clips? We hung our skirts from them. Do you remember those, girls? Okay, so these, here was my palette. I've been trying really hard to work on, like a limited palette, to challenge myself to a limited palette. I love it so much. Shall we do these purple? Shall we do these kind of the vermilion? I did a vermilion and I put some hot pink in there too. Love it. Shall we do purples? Shall we do vermilion? Oh, Nancy, I bet you do have a pants hanger. And do you remember when we used to store our at the end of winter, We stored all of our sweaters in those plastic zipper. They were plastic, and you could fold your sweater flat, and you could probably stack like 2 or 3 in there, and then zip the top, and then it was sealed so no moths could get in there. Anybody else remember those? Let's see. Shall I do the purples? Shall I do... It was weird, I will just tell you, to color in the car, but it made time go super fast. Oh, or shall I do greens? Oh. Those sweater zipper baggy things. Well, I mean, they have modern versions of all that stuff now, but I can see, because I remember like that little, where the pieces of plastic met, there was like a piece of like piping almost, and we had all different colors. But we didn't have clothes like we do now. Do you know what I mean? At least we didn't. It wasn't the mass quantity of clothes that people have now. It's a whole different vibe. Parma Violet. And I believe it was Periwinkle. My other purple. So what if... Shall we do that? Shall we do... Good morning, Tam. And Happy New Year to you, too. Yeah, that's nice. Has anybody been watching the monks walk across, where are they walking from Texas to DC? 19 monks and 1 doggy. I love that. And they are walking to promote peace. I love that. I love that. 19 Buddhist monks. And you know, it's so cool to see like Instagram posts of people that go out, like that are along the path that they're taking, and go out and greet them and say hello, and oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And it's not a protest or anything. It's just all about raising awareness about peace and compassion. I just love that. I just love good news in the world. Yeah, I know, Lindy, I thought you might be up on all of what's happening there. I just, oh my gosh, I just love it. I just love it. So I see these posts almost every day of people lining the sidewalks to greet them and wish them well, and maybe just say hello. And sometimes the monks talk back, and sometimes they don't. I love that. I just love it. I would love to have been a part of that. You know what I mean? To have gone and seen that. But now I have this crazy infant puppy living at my house. You guys, she is like having a baby. I'm just going to tell you. Joni, I was just talking about you. All good, though. I was talking about how I came to your house and had filthy, dirty glasses. And how you hang your calendar on the fridge. Well, ding dang darn it. Ooh, this one's a kind of a periwinkle. Let's use that. My neighbor is getting a new roof, and that is driving my doggy crazy. Not like she's not barking or anything. She's just curious. She's got to kind of see it. I think she would watch it all day if we let her. But right now she's up at work with Jeff. So cute. So I'm keeping my promise to myself that I am going to do all of my calendar pages in colored pencil, so that I improve my colored pencil, coloring. I feel like we can always improve things, right? We can always, Carm calls it continuing education. So we're always continuing our artsy education. Like, I loved art class in school. It was my favorite time of day. I had the best art teacher, and we just got to experiment and play with, oh my gosh, so many cool techniques. We did batik and soldering and clay throwing and, oh my gosh, name it, we did it. I feel like that needs like a little softening, I think. This lighter, what is this? Wisteria. Screen printing. I'm telling you, lucky us. We got to do so. We did pinch pots, and we did pottery on the wheel. Oh my gosh. Anyway, another thing that I've been seeing on Instagram and social media in general are these by and large girls, but I mean boys could do it too, certainly, gathering. So they gather once a month, and gatherings where once a month they get together and make stuff. Then each month can be like a seasonal theme or just something fun. And I just thought, lucky us, we kind of already do that. Do you know what I mean? And we do it on a weekly basis. But I thought, if you guys are game, we could throw a little something. I could get like inspiration from those maker parties, and we could incorporate that in our weekly, or maybe once a month or something like that. Anyway, so just know that some new stuff is coming down the pike. So exciting. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside now. And now, okay, Deb, my art teacher's name was Leroy Marcotti. He was the only teacher who could handle my energy. He became a great family friend and quite a mentor. Yes, my art teacher's name was Mr. Tenier, and he, I just loved him. I just loved him. He's since passed, but oh golly, the wealth of information I garnered from my time spent with him was just tremendous. If you are brand new here and you haven't done this just yet, I would appreciate it if you followed, liked, subscribed, share, comment, all the things on Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Stitch Along with Ann, where we do stitching. Tomorrow, we will stitch my Adorn It embroidery patterns together. And then Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group, where in both of those private Facebook groups, you can post photos too. And I love that. I love that we can share our creating with each other. And I was just reminded, you know, it's so funny. When it's something you see all the time, you forget. But I have this line at the top of my Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook page, and it says, Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs is all about getting artsy. And I thought, oh, that is the stinking truth. So let's get artsy with my Grandma Chickie art printable. So, Grandma Chickie is my grandmother on my father's side, and she was born in January, and January's flower is carnations. But did you know that both of my grandmothers were born in January, one on the 11th and one on the 30th? Isn't that crazy? Anyway, I thought, how can we change it up? This came out in 2020, but I'm bringing back, I told you guys, I'm bringing back lots of my previous artwork and like breathe a new life into it. And so I'm trying to move things so that I have more space. Okay, so you know, if my friends get something, then I usually probably have to get it because my friends are smart and they get good, they, you know, do smart things. So my friend Tessa got these color cubes by Sarah Renae Clark. My friend Joni has them too. And now I believe that my friend Carm has some of them too. Anyway, I bought all four. There are four in all, 4 color cubes, and each color cube is full of these cards, and on the cards there's a piece of there's an amazing piece of artwork, which is usually a photograph, and then a palette of colors. And then on the back side, it tells you what those colors are. I don't know. This was created in Australia, so I don't know. And I haven't done much research because, well, I'm kind of. You have one. So do you have one? Did you buy all 4, Tam? Do you have 4 cubes, or do you have 2 cubes and you broke up the set? So I have volume 1 and volume 2. I also have volume 3 and volume 4, but I told myself I just need to like ease myself into it. And so I picked a card for us to use today. And I just thought, let's try it out. Let's play with it. Let's see what's what. So I thought, let's do this once a week. I'll pick a card and we'll pick a palette, and then we will create with that palette. So today we're going to do Grandma Chickie, and we're going to do, this is card number 56, if you happen to have, and it's from volume 1. So it says, pick a card you like, match your supplies to the colors, and start creating with confidence. I don't think that we don't create with confidence. I think hopefully we're all pretty confident creators now. So I have my big palette of Prima marketing watercolors that are called Art Philosophy now. And I have, I went through my swatch card and this, and tried to prep the colors that I thought best matched the colors on this card. And so I'm going to wet my brush. And so I just thought it would be fun to challenge ourselves a little bit. Okay, everybody take a drink and then let's start painting. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing great. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this tall, slim, like the long stemmed carnation. So I think I'm going to, the pink is a little bit of a fuchsia. So I thought I have this hot pink, kind of an opera pink, and I think it might actually be opera pink from Daniel Smith that I put in there because I used up the pink and I needed the new pink. I needed more of this pink. It's kind of my favorite. Does that surprise anyone? No. So you might have to do a little color mixing to get the exact color. Let's see. I think I want to add a little bit of a bright blue, I think, to get the color that I'm wanting. Let's see if that gets me where I want to go. Yes. Okay. And then, so that's, that little bit of blue took it super far. And so, let's do that. So let's get, so that's super, super more purpley. So let's get some more of that pink in there. And I think we should be able to get pretty close to what we want. Everything else, I think I have, let's see. Oh, we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. That's looking pretty close. Everything else, I think I have a pretty close match with just the paint that's in the pans. Yeah. That's making me happy. Okay. So now I know my pink is up here. Let's add a little water to that. And then my orange is down here. I don't know if you can see that. My orange is right here. My green is here. Like the darker green is here. Good afternoon, Joni. How are you? And the bright green is down here. I think right here is the brighter green, if I remember correctly. Yes. So let's start painting with that first. And I'm just doing kind of a watery wash. What do you guys think about that? About choosing a palette and kind of playing with it, seeing where it takes us. I'm going to overshoot the edges because I'm going to fussy cut this. I'm going to fussy cut this carnation. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with it. There we go. And while we're waiting for that to dry, let's do this over here. Here we go. And this too, I believe I want to fussy cut and mount it on something else. I'm feeling like art papers because we're, you know, we are all about the artsy papers, aren't we? Creating our own background papers. I thought about that too. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about creating art papers? That I don't know. Okay, I think this I might have to mix too. So I'm going to use this kind of vermilion, and I'm going to add a little bit of pink to this vermilion, and I think I could get a pretty close proximity of that second color, of this color. Bit of pink in there. That pink is so strong though. I just want to make sure that how's that? It needs to be a little bit more pink. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm thinking, I'm going to turn this and keep my card out here so I have that reference at all times. I'm thinking, what if we just do bits? We just do this. Do you know what I mean? And come in with some of the purpley color. That kind of fuchsia. Here we go. Now, thinking I've got like straight orange. I think that I like the idea of like one color just kind of blending right into the next. That's making me so happy. It's so watercolory, and there we go. Look, I love that, like, you don't know where the hot pink starts and the Orange Begins and that pinky vermilion. You don't know where that. I just love that. I just love that. Stop it. Look at that, you guys. Stinking brilliant. I love it, love it, love it. Ooh, let's take a drink while I ponder my next move. I think I want to do both of these flowers in that same style and with these same colors. So I'm going to get a little bit more orange on here. I'm kind of digging painting like from this palette. You know what I mean? Okay. Now let's get a little bit more water in there. Whoa! Good gravy. So I do have this kind of a deep aqua, kind of in between turquoise and aqua. I'm thinking I could use that certainly on the thanks banner, but I'm thinking I might be able to add bits of it in the stem. You know what I mean? I'm feeling like that might be the way to go. So I'm just going to get some orange down here. And this is printed on watercolor, that 90-pound watercolor paper that we always use. So just know that it can handle some watery paint. Oh, Tam, I'm so sad. Jeff's going to Atlanta today. Boo. I said, you know Tammy lives there. Oh, well. Someday, Tam, I'll get there. And we will paint the town red. I just know it. Stop it, you guys. I'm loving that so much. I'm loving that so much. Now I'm thinking, like, should I try to dab some of that off? Do I need to just leave it the way it is and let it dry? I think I should have watered things down a bit more, but I'm kind of digging it. I think the idea of these three, I will, Tam, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then we will have ourselves a time. I'm just, as you can see, I'm just little by little grabbing some of that paint. And I'm not even cleaning my brush off in between because we're kind of mixing and matching these colors, right? So this one, I feel like I need to soften some edges more. So I just dipped my brush in my water, and then I'm coming back in and tapping it, and then I'm going to come in with, if I have too much pigment on my brush, I can just tap it off on my paper towel. And I do that often. And remember, these are all going to be fussy cuts, so we can overshoot the edge. And that's going to, I think, help with the flowiness of the paint too. You know what I mean? Ooh, that was a big blob of water, but that might kind of turn out cool. Okay, so now we need to let this dry. Ooh, but I have something really, another something to show you that's super, super, super cool. Made by my child, James. Okay, so my kid, James, and he creates zines. And like I told you, he's the world's greatest writer. And he has his mother's artistic abilities. And so, combine those, and he creates zines, and he sells them at a zine fest in Austin, Texas. And so I said, when he asked me what I wanted for Christmas, number one, I said the Bird book, Tam, the Amy Tan Backyard Bird Chronicles, I think, by Amy Tan. I said, and then I want a zine for Christmas. And so he made me one. And the backstory is that we have a neighbor who brings us cookies, a plate of cookies every Christmas season. And so, and James, it's like since like forever and ever and ever. And so, and on that cookie tray, on that cookie plate, there's always a little mouse made out of a chocolate kiss and something. I don't remember what the backside is. And a cherry, a maraschino cherry with a tail. With the stem. Anyway, so here we go. Cookie Plate, a Christmas zine by James Scott. Okay. Every year, our neighbors deliver a plate of holiday cookies and treats. These are the picks of 2025. Love, James. Chocolate Star Rice Krispie Treat, which none of us liked. They weren't really, they were all right. Italian Wedding Crescent. Mini pecan pies. Baklava, that's my favorite. And I'm like, I totally bogart it every year. Pretzels, and they're pretzel, that have like dipped in frosting or some kind of glaze and with sprinkly things on it. A cinnamon thing that none of us knew what it was. A pecan sandy, because we weren't exactly sure what that was either. A haystack, and the crown jewel, whatever. The mouse. Anyway. James Press 2025. Shut up! How cool is that? I just thought I had to share it with you guys. I just had to. Okay, let's see if we can introduce that. How much time do I have? Oh, 6 minutes. I want to introduce that that green that's a little bit kind of a bluey green, and I might need to, let's see what I get when I just put this in there. I feel like it needs a little bit more blue, so let's get some of that in there. And then I know, Tam. It is, I know, Peg. It's so sweet. It's so sweet, and it's something like, that's very indicative of our family Christmas. And you want to hear something crazy? We never return the favor. We never do. We don't. We do not return the favor, and that's pitiful and horrible to admit out loud, but it's the dang truth. I'm going to try maybe some of this kind of a turquoisey blue. Let's see if that, the combination of these two gets me where I want to go. I think so. I think so. Look at that. Perfect. I'm telling you, start to mix your own colors and you will be so excited with the results. So I'm thinking I want to do the whole banner in this color, and then I'm going to come in and do something with the letters. I'm not sure just what yet, but I have some ideas. But look at how pretty that color looks next to those. Oh, shut up. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I will he does he doesn't put his artwork on there very often. He has like a work one. He works I'm thinking I might do some tappy. What do you think of this idea? So do some tappy. He's an editor for a newspaper in Austin, and so he writes a lot, but he doesn't do his artwork as much as his mother would like. Last night we were talking on the phone and I told him that he needed to go to bed earlier, and he was like, you need to quit telling me what to do. I said, excuse me, I am your mother. I earned that right. I go, and your dad says it to me all the time too, and guess what? I'm never going to quit telling him what to do either. So, whatever to both of you. Okay, so Sue, I bought all four. I bought all four of the color cubes. The one that we're using, that this card came from, it was volume number 1. I just thought it would be fun for us to work with a limited palette and see like how our artistic abilities would grow from that. Stop it. OMG. That, oh, the addition of that little bit of this turquoisey, oops. Let's add it here too. So I'm just loose brush strokes, getting it down, and then coming back with a jiggy blend to kind of blend it out, because then I'm getting that same watery washy vibe on the stem as I have in the petals of the flowers. So let's soften that a little bit. See where we go. I'm feeling like Mm-hmm. Stop it. I'm loving that so much. They're a little spendy, but not too much, Deb. And they come from Australia, and I'm just going to tell you, they came pretty fast. If you buy all 4, it's certainly a bigger investment than if you just buy 2. She sells them in different kind of sets. But if you do buy them, tell them and Corbiere-Scott Design sent you. I want her to know that we're using them and we love them. Okay, I'm going to soften one more something over here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving this so much. Okay, so this guy, I'm trying to think. Good morning, Valerie. How are you? This guy, let's deepen down here and right here. Peggy is quite a baker. She made the most delicious cupcakes for Keely's birthday. Oh my gosh. And it was the best combination of flavors. They were lemon raspberry, weren't they, Peg? Oh, man alive. They were so good, you guys. Stop it. I'm thinking the center, like the there you go, 75 for 2. And I will just tell you, you get a lot. If you want to, I'm going to set this aside for 1 second to dry. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm over. Big surprise. So each, look at how many cards you get. I haven't even opened the other 2. So this says 250 premium color palette cards, 11 collection index cards with tabs. I haven't done that part yet. An instruction card with tabs and a sticker with the volume number. So like I put the there's this one is number 1. But so in the back, there's this little envelope, and inside of here are the instructions, right? And then they also have a digital version of this. But I'm still quite an analog person. So enchanting landscapes, and it tells you what numbers. Like 1 through 25 are enchanting landscapes. Sandy shores, 26 through 50. Bold and bright. Shut it. Those are what I'm just in love with. 51 through 70, and I picked 56. Anyone surprised? Anyone surprised? That's the new ones are the ones that I got, Tam. I don't know. And that's just because I'm late to the game. Do you know what I mean? But I will work on my tabbing and I just thought it would be a fun thing to add to our weekly makes. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if you buy them, please tell them Corbiere-Scott Designs sent you. And now I have all this paint left over. So I'm going to do something with that to enhance this. I'm thinking maybe a background paper. I don't know. I just know that I have these colors mixed up and I want to use them. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I adore you all now that we are 6 minutes over. Sorry, everybody. Hey, Noreen, how are you? I hope that everybody paints today. Be sure to go, the links for both the February calendar art and the Grandma Chickie art are in the, what's the word? Caption. The caption of this video. You've seen them in stores. Oh, what kind of stores have you seen the cubes? Fascinating. Oh, Peg. Now I'm dying to know. Anyway, look at all the art we did in one day. I adore you all. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye, Jennifer. Watch from the beginning.